Hey Bears fans, like this video if you believe the 2020 NFL season will happen. Look, with the coronavirus, there's a lot of negative people on the internet right now saying cancel the season. No, we want to play football. If you're with me, like this video. Got a lot of things to get into on today's show, including some Jamal Adams trade rumors. Could the Bears trade for Jamal Adams? It's a very distant possibility, but I'll give it a small chance because, look, he has requested a trade from the New York Jets. This has been going on for a while between Adams and the Jets. There's been some conversations between the two that he has not liked, apparently, and now he has officially requested to get out of New York. He's listed 8 teams that he would like to get traded to. The Bears did not make the cut, unfortunately. These are the 8 teams he listed: the 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks, the Dallas Cowboys. He's from the Dallas area. Philadelphia Eagles as well. Has some other contending teams. That's kind of the theme here: Baltimore, Kansas City, Houston, and Tampa Bay. Look, to me it looks like he went to the Vegas odds maker sites and said, hey, what are the top 8 teams with the chance to win the Super Bowl this year? That's where I want to go. Obviously, there's some uncertainty around the Bears with the quarterback play, but I think the Bears could contend this year. And hey, if he wants out of New York, why not consider going to Chicago? Obviously, it is not up to him where he plays next season. Now, from Chicago's side of things, should they try to trade for Jamal Adams and get in the sweepstakes? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Before we continue in this story, I'll make this the pinned comment on today's video, so go ahead and type your Y for yes or your in for no. It's something that would certainly be interesting and exciting, right? This is already a loaded defense. Jamal Adams is one of the best young players in the NFL on the defensive side of the football. And if you pair those statistics and what he brings to the table next to Eddie Jackson as the Bears' strong safety, Tayshaun Gibson can kind of become that third safety, and you can use all 3 of them in different nickel packages where Adams could play some nickel as well. This defense would be loaded, even more than it already is, if you added Jamal Adams. Now, to me, it's like, do you want to trade for him? You've already not had a first-round pick the last couple of years because of Khalil Mack. That's what it's going to cost and more. Do you want to continue to not have top-flight draft picks, and also do you want to pay a safety $15-16 million per year when you have some issues on offense, when you don't know what the future of the quarterback position is? I'm not so sure. I'd explore it if I was Chicago, but I don't know if I would, just go out of my way to try and get Jamal Adams. It's an interesting idea, but I don't think Chicago is the team that makes the most sense. What does make sense is taking advantage of good deals, and this is the deal of the day here on Bears Now. Walter Payton jerseys are on sale up to 30% off at chatsports.com/Payton. This white one right here, it's $74.99. I promise you that price will not be that forever, so take advantage. Look, he's one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT of the Chicago Bears, so why not get a jersey? And hey, for those of you who didn't get your dad a Father's Day gift, just order one of these. He probably grew up watching Walter Payton and pull the whole, hey, Dad, look, it got stuck in the mail. What do you want me to do about it? Chatsports.com/Payton. Get your dad or yourself a Walter Payton jersey while it's on sale. That link will be in the comments and in the description. More trade rumors here. How about trading Jimmy Graham? How about no, Bleacher Report, who threw this idea out there? It doesn't make sense. They just signed him, and his dead cap hit this year is $9 million, so they wouldn't save any money by actually moving him this offseason before the 2020 season. In theory, okay, Cole Kmet comes in and balls out and is your best tight end. Jimmy Graham, at worst, is still the second best tight end on your roster. He has value for you this year. Now, next offseason, you want to trade him, only a $1 million cap hit, or you can cut him? Sure, absolutely. I thought it was a bit of an overpay when they signed him to 2 years and $16 million, but let's be honest. A, no one's trading for his contract right now, and B, it doesn't make sense for the Bears to do so anyway. He probably enters this season as your number 1 tight end. You don't want to force Cole Kmet into that pressure, into that situation as a first-year player. Jimmy Graham's on this team this year. Say what you want about the contract. That's just how it's going to be for the 2020 NFL season. Trading him makes absolutely no sense financially and for on-the-field reasons as well. Now, which tight end will have more receiving yards this season? If you think it'll be Jimmy Graham, type G. If you think it'll be Cole Kmet, type K. I'm still going to lean toward Jimmy Graham. He's a veteran. Yes, he's declining, but I still think he has some value. I think Cole Kmet in 2021 will be your starting tight end for, the next several years moving forward. But I'm going to go ahead and type my G for Jimmy Graham. Now, this one is a little bit more of a possibility. Now, it wouldn't be for a high draft pick, but if you guys have been listening, Bears coaches all of a sudden are trying to hype up Adam Shaheen. We are entering, as producer Brett would like to say, the best shape of your life season. If we have a training camp, be looking out for quotes of Adam Shaheen looks like a different player. Adam Shaheen has never played at this high of a level in a training camp before. I think they're trying to drive up some trade value here because the Bears have like 26 tight ends on their roster. The reality is he doesn't have any trade value because this is what he's done in 3 seasons. That's not going to get you anything in a trade. Sure, great athlete. At small school Ashland, he was one of those, kind of trendy athletes coming out of college, but it just hasn't translated. Here's Clancy Barone, the tight ends coach on Shaheen, saying, the guy is physical. His height, his length, everything about the guy is what you want. Now, for whatever reason, did he have a hiccup here or there, injuries or whatever else? I don't know. I've got plans for him to do things in our offense. But I'll show you guys the depth chart again. Where does he fit in? At best, he's your third tight end. Maybe he's better than Demetrius Harris. I don't really think he is, but maybe he earns that opportunity and makes the roster as the third tight end. You're going to feature Adam Shaheen in this offense. You have Allen Robinson. You're going to be a run-heavy football team with David Montgomery. I don't really see it. So what that tells me is that the Bears, and you see teams do this all the time, they try to drive up trade value by working the media, putting quotes out there like this. Hey, if they could get a conditional 6th-round pick for Adam Shaheen, they would sign up for that all day. He's been a bust being a 2017 second-round pick. That draft is not going to go down in good order for General Manager Ryan Pace trading up for Trubisky and drafting Adam Shaheen in round 2. Now, lots of trade rumors on today's show. How about you name a player that the Bears should trade away? Hey, if you can get something for Adam Shaheen, sign me up. I just don't see that being a realistic possibility. But name a player you would like to see Chicago trade away to another team down in the comments section. And while you're doing that, please hit us with a sub. All you got to do is hit the red subscribe button. Over 50% of you guys that watch our videos haven't subscribed. I think people get scared of the word subscribe. It's free. It's not one of these, rip-off team websites that charge you $7.99 a month. We're free 100% of the time, 365 days a year. All you got to do, hit that red subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never, ever miss a video here on Chicago Bears Now. I found this interesting. ESPN, did an article basically ranking all 32 NFL teams' quarterback play in the Super Bowl era, which is 1969 until now. Chicago came dead last, and you look at it first, you're like, really, dead last? I know it's been rough. I know the Bears have missed on some guys. But then you look at it even closer, you're like, well, they've never had a 4,000-yard passer, which average quarterbacks do that these days. They've whiffed on several guys, like I mentioned. And you look at their all-time passing leaders. This is in the Super Bowl era, by the way, so Sid Ludwig would not fall into this category. But Jay Cutler at 23,000 passing yards is the most in franchise history in the Super Bowl era. Guys, Trubisky is in the top 5. I know part of this is era-driven. In recent years, even a below-average Mitchell Trubisky can throw for 3,000 yards in a season, but look at that list. That is not exactly what you're looking for at the quarterback position. Yeah, sure, Jim McMahon won a Super Bowl in 1985. Yeah, it's not hard when you hand the ball off to Walter Payton and have the best defense in NFL history. So it's been rough sledding for the Bears throughout their history at quarterback. Rex Grossman went to a Super Bowl. If this franchise had average quarterback play in some years, they'd have more Super Bowls. Who do you guys think is the best quarterback in Bears history? Let me know in the comments. Statistically, it's Jay Cutler, and that's saying a lot. Look, I like Jay, but he's more known for, his body language and, his weird memes on social media than he is for play. This is the best statistical season in the history of the Bears franchise. Not bad, right? 3,800 yards, but 18 picks, rating not even 90. The Bears have had such trouble finding a quarterback, it's hard to make up. Only the Jets are equally as close in their franchise's history because it's been about 40 years since they've had good quarterback play since Joe Namath, but still, it is rough sledding for the Bears. And I'm not the bearer, pun intended, by the way, of bad news, but you got to look at some history, right? Like Joe Montana, the whole pre-draft process. Oh, the Bears are going to draft him. They mocked him to the Bears in the 3rd round. He's sitting there in round 3. Oh, let's draft a running back instead. So, yeah, that worked out. Joe ended up winning 4 Super Bowls. We know the recent history in 2017. Trade up for Trubisky. Deshaun Watson goes later. Patrick Mahomes goes later. They're 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league now. So, look, Nick Foles, Trubisky, I don't think they're the long-term answers either. I'd like to be proven wrong, but history suggests that, and not just suggests, proves that the Bears have had rough quarterback play in their history. I'm hoping that changes soon. I'm hoping it changes this season. If not, hopefully the 2021 draft will bring a quarterback to the Chicago Bears.